Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, this is a real test this season for Ole Miss head coach Pete Golding. As you know, a very dramatic and emotional breakup with Lane Kiffin last year, but the players rallied around Coach Golding to make a run in the college football playoff. Now, can he sustain that? Can the players sustain that? And can he build a quality program and keep Ole Miss in that playoff picture? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. And now we get a look at Trinidad Chambliss. A couple of big-time signal callers on display, and we expect a lot of points to be put up in this one.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are two really good football teams. I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the trigger men, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put trust in your teammates to get it done. Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr. And they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambliss?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got rid of it just in time.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the...
There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Oklahoma's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Looking to throw again. Fires to the right. Calls it in. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hand off Robinson running left. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Gill. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Alexander. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Running inside, it's Lacey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Down 7-0, and they'll have a chance to match the score on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Gets it out fast. Crosses to 35. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
The Sooners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The run inside. It's Robinson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on that ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They're working that left side. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Running inside. It's Odom. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Stepping to the right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's complete to the left. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Hard running there. Spins away from the defense. Finding some room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And here's the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Venables at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Harris. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trailing by multiple possessions into 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the 1st down, and they'll get it back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Turns it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This field position better than you could ever hope for. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Mateer. Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
They come to the line on 3rd and goal, looking for their first points of the day. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch, it's Harris. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. Dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Turning it on! Still on his feet and runs through another guy. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again, but what's been going on with the tackling defensively, that's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof, and that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play, and that's been the story for this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Sooners are facing 3rd and inches. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Up-tempo for the offense.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big...
He'll take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Got him downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Going to the run, it's Robinson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll do it himself on the draw. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He wants a big play here late. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Run inside. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Longhorns offense will come out first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game, and this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Arch Madness. That's caught. It smothers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Fires on the move. Working the middle. Breaks into the open. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. Put 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Hammond. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Quick completion on the out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They just keep firing. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Running inside. It's Dickey. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught by Coleman. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
On target. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Hey, man, last year was such an interesting year for Arch Manning because preseason, greatest thing since sliced bread. Start of the season, nobody likes him. Get out of here. Nobody thinks he can play. He's not any good. End of the season really started to put it together. So Palmer, he took a lot of criticism, but I love the way he stayed level-headed. And now this next season, another year of experience, I expect some great things from Arch Manning.
Yeah, there were huge expectations on this team in general, and maybe everybody a year too early on those expectations, but it's founded now. I mean, you've seen enough from Arch Manning to understand he can take this team to a national championship, and they've surrounded him with a lot of talent too. Cam Coleman, amongst a bunch of other guys coming in through the portal, weapons for him to throw to, and I cannot wait to see what Steve Sarkisian's offense looks like this year.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Moves around to clear up the vision. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
They'll give it on the counter. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Manning. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Safe completion on the screen.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the back. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got him in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air, it's Hammond. Pulls it in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go into halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand.
Makes the catch, and he's free. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Manning to throw. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Here's a heat. Finds a man on the left. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. DB's right up on the receivers. Manning to the air again. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. Here's Arts to throw. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send a field goal unit out before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season, and of course his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Texas Tech's head coach will be coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Got it set up on the outside. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for a big play. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Sticky. Bounced off his feet.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him! And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Texas sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still running at the 40. There he goes down the right side. The 20. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Quickly complete. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can...
There he goes! Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
38, Texas Tech, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. It's complete to the right. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Complete downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball, and you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
This time he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Texas sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Scanning the field is Hammond. Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as it...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Upstairs, he's got it. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's a great idea, man. Keep finding the big fella. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's been really the bright spot for this offense, Jesse. I would continue to find ways. If I'm going to get back in it, I think it's got to go through him.
I think you're right, David. And as a defense, you've got to know now, this is the guy they're looking for. He's hurting us often. We play man, we play zone, linebackers or safeties. Who's ever covering him, we've got to find a way now to get him bracketed so they stop throwing his way.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Manning from the gun on third down. Takes the easy one to the back.
Just putting a lot of pressure on the back there. Throwing it to him behind the line of scrimmage on the perimeter. Third down. You're going to have to make a lot of people miss. There was just nowhere to go, and he just had to run out of bounds.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run.
Lost one deep down the right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To throw, it's Hammond. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Going to take a shot. And here's the third interception of the night. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium, Baton Rouge. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, LSU was able to bring in one of the most highly sought-after coaching candidates last season. Lane Kiffin now has an opportunity to marry his system with some of the best talent available. LSU always has great players. Can they put it all together, get back in the college football playoff picture, and contend for a national title? Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will get first crack at it today. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Reed. He's looking deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to play, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense. What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
LSU quick to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 3rd down, here's Durham. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The keeper on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
In the gun, third down, Reed. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Pulls and fires complete.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes a catch. Turning it on. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crew.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. In the red area, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's got the tight end. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tiger. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what update do you have for him?
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got his man on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Reed fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. Man, you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin as the head coach, Garrett Nussmeier gone, Sam Levitt comes in from the portal in ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game and throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have that spot play at a high level. Sam Levitt, we've seen some highs, man. We've seen him go to the college football playoff, but he kind of reminds me of Jackson Dart. He's got that toughness, that ability to run the football. So this match together, this is why Lane Kiffin was brought in, and this is why the LSU fans are jacked up.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Run in the red zone, it's Duro. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Clement. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Oh, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Personal foul.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. They'll go right back to him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing Reed. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24 to 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here's the pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
LSU's head coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Makes a pass to Marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Back to pass. It's Levitt. Snagged out of the air. Across the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU quick to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The run inside. It's Berry. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Trying to run, it's Berry. Would be an alley. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown LSU. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Here's Reed to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize.
Caught, and he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down, Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that didn't.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Bringing the heat. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Reed rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with this target.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Again, it's Reed. He's got it, first down and more. Touchdown, Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Howie Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. LSU right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball.
It's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Now, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead and you got to of guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Through 3 quarters now, these wide receivers both big parts of the game plan. Here's how they stack up so far. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Levin. Fires complete on the crosser. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, looking for a man. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Reed. Get it out on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. From the red zone, it's Owens. Touchdown, Aggies! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing Reed. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Breaks into the open. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Move! They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of the... There he goes! Touchdown, Texas A&M! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Slings it downfield. Working that left side. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Complete. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back.
Oh, he wants it all. Got it down the field. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running.
Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here comes the heat. He gets away. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Final timeout called by the Tigers. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Off-play action on first down. Finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. To the air. It's Levitt. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Quarterback on the keeper. He will not make it to the end zone. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by 1 here deep in the game. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive, great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.